The 29th of September, Rabbi Levitt, Nehemia.
Okay.
Okay, so we're at Het Yud Aleph.
So,
And it says,
Pasuk Tes, verse 9, page 78.
no, Yud Aleph, 80.
Good Aleph?
We did Tet. Well, let me check my notes. Yeah, I'm wrong. Hold on. We got up to Yud. Abraham to redeem his descendants.
We got up to Yud, so we did we
You
did
impose,
Per Es Ani Avosenu.
right, there were signs of wonders when he took us out of Egypt, which was reference to Deuteronomy 26:8. I don't think we looked at it. What was it reference?
Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, remember this note.
Okay, so Tet and then Yud Aleph. It says, "V'hayam bakata lifneihem v'ya'avru v'toch hayam v'yavasha yetrofeihem yishlachtu b'imsolo k'mo even b'mayim azim." So he split the sea before them, and they crossed in the midst of the sea on dry land. But you hurled their pursuers into the depths like a stone in turbulent waters. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so the Hayam Bakata Livnehem, you split the sea. Says, you split the sea before them. The splitting of the sea is yet another of God's miracles through which he revealed his greatness to the Israelites. That's the Ralbag. Okay.
Hmm?
Says Vayavru b'toch hayam v'yabasha. And they crossed in the midst of the sea on dry land. When the Israelites went into the sea, it had not yet divided. They actually went into the water. They kept marching into the water until it reached their noses. At that moment, the sea split, and they found themselves on dry land. Then the verse says, and they crossed in the midst of the sea on dry land. They crossed the sea before it became dry land. That's the Shemot Rabbah. Forgot who was, forgot, wasn't there a person who put his, when they got to the sea, put his foot in the sea, and then it turned to dry land? Forgot who that was. I have to look that up.
Well, even before he even went in.
Yeah, before he went in, there was one person, because I thought the Israel, at least in Deuteronomy, I thought the Israelites were afraid to go into the sea. So this one person stepped up, put his foot in the.
Nachshon ben Aminadab.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but
He went in
he
up to
jumped
his
in and
nose.
they went up into his nose, like it says
Yeah.
here.
Oh, it went up to his nose. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
this statement is inferring that the Israelites went in and it went up to their noses too, I guess.
Oh, you're talking. I'm not following. You're talking about Egyptians or Israel's?
No, it says on Vayavru v'toch hayam v'yabasha, the first statement, when the Israelites went into the sea, it had not yet divided. They actually went into they went into the water and
Yeah.
kept marching until it reached their noses. And I was stating as Luke said that I thought it was only one person who did that, and then the water split. Nachshon ben Amidav.
That's the way I heard it.
Oh, and everybody else had an easy time, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. But
Uh-huh.
at least in Deuteronomy, I thought they were afraid to go in. I could be wrong about that, but okay. So let's
There's a
go.
lot of midrashim about the whole Misa that need to be analyzed.
Ah, well,
But I don't know. It doesn't seem that for one person everybody else had an easy time. I don't know. That doesn't. They needed to express their emunah.
well,
Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, tell Klal Yisrael to march forward
uh-huh.
into the sea.
Ah,
To say that just one person did that and everybody else had an easy time, I don't know if that's not the way I heard it. No, I don't think so.
oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to look that up then. Excuse me. Let me continue. Uh, then it says, "Yet rodfehem yishlachti b'mtzalot k'mo even b'mayim azim." But you hurled their pursuers into the depths like a stone in turbulent waters. This verse is based on Exodus 15, 5. They, the Egyptians, the pursuers, descended into the depths like stone. You cast the Egyptian pursuers into the depths so forcefully that they plunged into the bottom like a stone, Ralbag, which sinks rapidly into the bottom, even in mighty rushing water, the Mitsudot. After splitting the upper part of the sea, God made the crossing easy by turning the lower waters into dry lands. When they finished crossing, the dry land returned to its original liquid state, and the Egyptians were cast into its depths. The depths then refers to the very same waters over which the Israelites had passed. And that's from the Sidur Hagra, the Avnei. Okay.
Hmm. No. Yeah. Okay. Well, Shvi Shel Pesach. We have a whole day to analyze the whole nace of Kriyas Yamsuf.
Uh-huh.
What happened? Okay. Pasuk Yud base. We go to Lu.
Yud base.
Yeah, we started from Yud Aleph.
Okay. Uve amud anan chi sam yomam uve amud esh lila lehair. I'm sorry, lahem es haderech asher yelechu ba. You led them by day with a pillar of cloud and with a pillar of fire by night to illuminate for them the way they were to travel. You led them by day with a pillar of cloud. This verse is based on Shemos 13:21. Hashem went before them by day in a pillar of cloud to lead them on the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light. The Israelites were accompanied throughout their wanderings in the wilderness by clouds of glory that hovered over them and protected them. The sukkah in which the Jews of all generations are commanded to live during the Sukkot festival commemorates those clouds. See Sukkah 11b, Rosh Hashanah 3a, Rashi, Leviticus Leviticus is Vayikra 23:43. The pillar of cloud showed that Hashem's presence rested among the Jewish people, as stated in Bamidbar, that you, Hashem, appeared eye to eye, and your cloud stands over them, and that in a pillar of cloud you go before them by day, and in a pillar of fire by night, according to Malbim.
Okay. Hmm. All right. They weren't sleeping at night. They needed to have a pillar of fire to give them light. They were traveling at night.
Well, if they just needed light, that might not be that might not mean they were traveling. That could mean that they just needed light to be able to do things.
Okay, interesting. You have to take a look over there in the pasuk in Shmos 13:21. Maybe what was the purpose of the fire to give them light at night? I mean, they needed a night light. They didn't want to sleep in total darkness.
Right. They were afraid of monsters.
Okay. Pillar of fire sounds like a lot more than a night light, though.
Well, don't forget, it was a very large encampment. 2 million people. It's a very large area.
Oh, maybe it just gave a certain amount of light to the whole camp.
Yeah. I mean, I would think the people on the farthest locations wouldn't have gotten very much light from it, depending on how big it was.
I don't know. The Ibn Ezra says, let's see, such a large camp could travel only a short distance at a time, so that they would advance a bit by day and halt to rest, and then advance a bit further in the evening. The two pillars made it possible for them to travel whenever it was necessary. That's the Ibn Ezra. So I guess, as Lou said, with that amount of people, you can't travel very far at one time.
Oh, practically speaking, how far could they get? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Especially with all the small children.
Mm.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, very good. Something else that needs to be learned about the Anania Kavod and the Amud Esh, the journeys of Klal Yisrael in the Midbar. Okay, so we had one pasuk over here for that, and now we go to Yud Gimel.
Okay, Yud Gimel says, the Al Har Sinai Yeradita Yidaber Imahem Mi Shamayim V'titen Lahem Mishpatim Yisharim V'Torot Emet Chukim Mitzvot Tovim. So you descended upon Mount Sinai and spoke to them from heaven. You gave them righteous laws and true teachings and beneficial decrees and commandments. Okay, let's see the comments. Yaharsi na yaradita v'daber imahem. So he descended upon Mount Sinai and spoke to them. This refers to the biblical passages describing God's appearance at Sinai to give the Torah. Hashem descended upon Mount Sinai, again from Shemot 19:20. Face to face did Hashem speak with you on the mountain from amid the fire. That's from Devarim. Rambam describes the revelation at Sinai. Our eyes, not those of strangers, saw, our ears, not those of others, heard the fire and sounds and the flames when he, Moshe, approached the blackness with the voice speaking to him while we heard, Moshe, Moshe, go and say to them. You lowered the heavens and spread them over Mount Sinai, the Mitsudo. One might think that God literally descended upon Mount Sinai, but the passage states, I have spoken to you from heaven. And this is from Shemot again. This teaches that he lowered the upper and lower heavens and spread them over the mountain like a sheet over a bed. Then the throne of glory descended upon them. That's Rashi, Shemot 2019. Ralbag remarks that God spoke from heaven in a wondrous way with miraculous voices and sounds that the people actually saw and heard. Wow. Okay. Vatitem lahem mishpatim yisharim. You gave them righteous laws. This refers to the laws in the Ten Commandments governing one's conduct towards one fellow. Not desire your fellow's home. Do not bear false witness. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not commit murder. And honor your father and mother. Rabag. Malbim, however, interprets righteous laws as referring to the laws governing relations with one's fellow enumerated in the portion of Mishpatim. All these laws were given by God to Moshe while the people stood at Mount Sinai. Okay. The Torot Emet and true teachings. Malbim explains that this phrase refers to teachings concerning faith and belief. In other words, teachings of truth. Ralbag specifies that the reference is to the first two of the Ten Commandments, which refer to faith and belief. I am Hashem your God. Do not have any false gods. Ralbag. And then the chukim u'mitzvot tovim, and beneficial decrees and commandments. And beneficial decrees, chukim, refer to the mitzvot given with no explanation of their reason such as do not cook a kid in the milk of its mother. Okay. According to Malbim, the phrase beneficial decrees refers to the commandments to be good to others, such as when you lend money to my people.
Okay. That's Yud Gimel, Yud Daled, Lou.
Let's see. Yud Daled starts where? Here. Ve'es Shabbos Kod Shecha Hodata Lahem Umitzvos V'chukim V'Torah Tivisa Lahem Biyad Moshe Avdecha. Okay, so that is Yud Daled 14. You made known your sacred Shabbos to them, and you instructed them with commandments, decrees, and teaching through the hand of your servant Moshe. Commentary says, you made known your sacred Shabbos to them, even before the Israelites in the wilderness reached Har Sinai. Hashem made the Shabbos known to them through the man. By doubling the portion of man that fell each Friday and withholding the man on Shabbos, Hashem made known the special sanctity of Shabbos, according to Ralbag. Malbim, however, comments that the reference is to the mitzvah. Remember the Shabbos day to sanctify it. Shmos 28, stated in the Ten Commandments. And on the seventh day you shall desist. Also Shmos 23:12, repeated in the portion of Mishpatim. Hashem made the Shabbos known to them, i.e., made known to them the articles of faith represented by Shabbos observance. 1, faith in the truth of Hashem's act of creation, when he rested on the seventh day. And 2, faith in Hashem's continuous providential ordering of world events, hashgacha. The Shabbos is singled out from all the other 10 commandments because it is a day honored by physical rest and intellectual edification, according to Ibn Ezra. And you instructed them with commandments, decrees, and teaching through the hand of your servant Moshe. After hearing the commandments from Hashem, the Israelites feared they would expire if he continued to speak to them. They therefore requested that Moshe speak to them in the future. Shmos 20:16. Henceforth, Hashem gave the commandments, decrees, and teachings through Moshe, according to Ralbag. Malbim asserts that the reference here is to the commandments, decrees, and teachings given to the Israelites through Moshe while they encamped in the wilderness around Har Sinai. This includes the commandments in the books of Shmos, Vayikra, and Bamidbar, until Bamidbar 12:16.
Wonder what happened in that pasuk.
Hmm. 12:16.
Anybody have a Bamidbar?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. 12:16. It's the very end of the Sedra, 12:16. And it says, let's see, V'achar nasaha mechatzrotzrot v'yachanu b'midbar paran. Then the people journeyed from Chatzarot, and they encamped in the wilderness in Paran. That makes
Oh, so maybe that's the it's starting to tell about the encampments already. No more mitzvahs.
right. It's the very end of the Chalotacha.
There's
Mhm.
no Rashi on that pasuk.
And the pasuk after that also more about the journeys.
16 is the last pasuk of Belosecha.
Right. Then it goes into Shlach.
So in Shalach, it's spies.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very well. Okay.
Uh-oh, time's up.
So that's time is up. Okay. Very well. So great day to Mayor.
Okay.
Shkoyach.
Thank you much.
See you, Mayor. Have a good day.
Okay. You too, Lou. Have a good day, Rabbi Levitt.
Thank you. We got up to Pasuk Tesvav.